What's going on, YouTube? Out here this morning with the Traxxas Slash, and it is rather wet out. We're going to be getting her a little bit muddy and dirty today. Never really like to do that, but definitely going to get some mud and dirt today. It's actually not as wet out as I thought it was going to be this morning. It did rain pretty heavy last night, so the ground is pretty soaked, but I figured we'd be kicking up some mud and stuff right now, and that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know if that's thanks to the tires or if it's just starting to dry up enough to where it's not going to cake on. I mean, tires definitely got some dirt to them, but the body's not getting anywhere near as bad as I thought it would. Oh, definitely hit something right there. So today I'm gonna be bringing out both cars, two separate videos, but it's mainly to make sure they're in good working condition, ready for a good beating. I'm not gonna beat up on them too hard today. We'll see a couple jumps on each one probably, but I really don't want to break them. I just want to make sure they're working. This way, a couple days from now we can go out and actually break them. Going out with a couple guys. Jay from the hobby store, he's bringing I believe he said 4 or 5 of his trucks. He's bringing the new Max. He's actually got some custom electronics in there, not the stock ones, so that'll be very interesting to see. Jay builds cars specifically just to drive them and send them. He doesn't do much driving around like this. He's more of a straight line, send it off a ramp kind of guy, but hey, it's still a blast too. Oh ho! Yeah, even the longer grass out there, not too much water. I'm very happy about that. I never like to take the cars through water. Even if they are waterproof, it's not good for your bearings, and I'm honestly too lazy to take them out and clean them and lube them every single time I get the car wet, so I just try to avoid getting it wet. If it happens, it happens, and if I have to do it, I have to do it, but I don't go out looking for that sort of thing. Maybe one day we'll have a car specifically for wet conditions, but I don't see that being anytime soon. Alright, so sorry if I'm doing terrible on the filming today, guys. Getting a lot of glare on my screen here, so I'm having trouble seeing the screen myself. Oof, Let's go play around in the field a little bit. Get away from all that mess. Almost bought a new ESC for this car yesterday, but talked myself out of it. Also almost bought a new body for this car yesterday, but talked myself out of it. They had the Proline Pro Fusion Monster basher body, the extra thick one. It was only 40 bucks because someone bought it and had drilled holes in the wrong place and then returned it. And so it had a couple stickers over the extra holes that weren't needed, and you'd never really know they were there. Now for 40 bucks, I almost bought it, but just talked myself out of it, same as, oh gosh, I am bad at this today. Everything all right? Yes, 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 and yes. Anyway, managed to talk myself out of buying them, and I don't know, could have gone either way on it. The Pro Fusion body actually looks really nice and beefy, but I don't know, it makes the car look so big. I kind of like this small, sleek look with the bug body it's got on here. Not that I want the car to be smaller, but it seems like it's more fitting for this vehicle. They do have a modified Slash 4x4 with no electronics in it, and it's got a Porsche 911 body on it over at the hobby shop. I don't know if it's for sale or not, but I have my eye on it. It's quite nice. I believe it was a Traxxas Slash 4x4 Ultimate, the one with the low CG and all the aluminum option parts. It also had some RPM things on there from what I could pick out, front bulkhead, and I believe some arms. So it was pretty nice. The body was well done, painted real nice in silver. I might ask him how much that is next time I see him. Hopefully we won't be breaking anything today and needing to go to the hobby store, but who knows. Tumblewumble. The tree here often makes very strange cracking noises, and my dumb self always stands right underneath it. Almost walked away from that one. So we got the motor up at about 140, and that's not too bad. So battery's almost dead, 10.5 volts remain. Probably get one more pass before we get a low voltage cutoff. Alright, well, there's low voltage. So we're out on battery number 2. We got a guy using a leaf blower in the yard next to the park, so sorry for that noise. Starting battery number 2 at around 100 degrees on the motor. It's a rather cool day out, so we shouldn't have to worry about temperatures too much right now. Got a few months to swap out the motor and ESC and not have to worry about temps, basically, because it's nice and cool out. So this combo and setup will stay nice and cool, even with the most aggressive bashing that I can do. So that'll give me some time to choose a motor and ESC combo I want to go with, purchase it, and install it. Still haven't decided if we're going to go with the hobby wing again, or if we might move over to a castle and see how the castle is. Ton of gravel right here that this car just slides all over the place on. Even with the Proline Gladiators on there, it just really kicks out the rear end with very little effort. So with the Rustler, I actually had quite a few issues that we hopefully managed to work out. In that next video that I do, you guys will see the Rustler and you'll get some explanation as to what really the problem was and what was causing it and what I did to fix it. Well, that'll be for the next video. I am looking at putting maybe a aluminum servo saver on here, probably the hot racing one, as well as getting some MIP drive shafts. We'll get the Techno center drive shaft, and we will get a new motor and ESC. Technically, we don't need any of those things as of right now. Those are all just basically the final specifications that I'd like to go with for this car. But, hey, you know, things change over time, so we'll see how we go. I think the first thing on my list to buy is the drive shafts, as, you know, if we do the motor and ESC before the drive shafts, it'll probably just tear these plastic ones apart. So, drive shafts would be first, then center drive shaft, and then motor and ESC. Or actually, I'm sorry, the bell crank would be first, then the drive shafts, then the motor and ESC. Got some leafage stuck under here. Lots of leafage. Oh yeah. Anyway, off we go. Aww. Tumble wumble. My super bad driving flips this car constantly. I'm gonna be such the noob. In a couple days, all these guys going off the ramp, I'm gonna be hitting this thing sideways because I can't get the car to go straight and stay on 4 wheels. Good Lord. Just getting too much bite with these wheels. Oh, 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 oh. It's amazing this car is still in one piece. Very amazing this car is still in one piece. Oh, ball. Alright, flipped her back over. We're getting towards the end of this battery. Probably got another minute or 2 left on it. Just having trouble keeping this car on all 4 wheels today. And that's low voltage cutoff. I think that's low voltage cutoff. Let's go look. Yep, that was low voltage cutoff. Anyway, that's been the Slash 4x4 Ultimate. Battled, bruised, and ready for a beating on Wednesday. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell.